Alright guys, so in this video we will see the practical of variables and data types. So in previous video we have talked about variables and also we have talked about data types. So let's get started. Okay, so here I have opened my Celion software and let's remove this old stuff from here. So first we will write the basic syntax of our program. First we will include the iostream file and then use the namespace. Okay, so here I have written my main function of our programs. So let's take an example. I want to display a number, any number on my output stream. So what I am doing here, I use cout and write the number. Fine, and run the program. Okay, so here is our output. So 12 has been printed on my output screen. So what I'm doing, I want to print this 12 20 times. Fine. Let's take 10 times. So what I'm doing here, just copy this line and paste and 10. Fine. So here I have copy and paste the same line 10 times and let's run the program. Okay, so here is our output basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So I have printed 10 times. I have printing 12 number 10 times. Now what I want to do, I want to change this number in every line. I want to change this number from 12 to 20. So what I have to do, I have to change this number uh, one by one in each line. So this method is very irritating and also very time consuming. If you have hundreds of line, so this method is so in that case this method is very time consuming and also very irritating. So what I am doing here, uh, I will define a variable. So I have defined the data type of the variable, which is int, and the variable name is var. And what I'm doing, we give the value of the variable here, and which is 20. And what I'm doing, instead of writing 20 here, uh, I I will write the name of the variable, which is var. So var, and here also we'll write var. Okay, so I have replaced the value 12 with the variable var, and let's run the program. So the expected output would be same as the previous one. Okay, so the expected output would be same, which is 20 with 10 times. So what I'm doing here, we use the variable, we store the 20 value, 20 integer value as integer value 20 in the variable called var, and we have specified the data type which defined that the variable stored the integer value, which is 20, the initial value. And so instead of writing the value itself, we have used the variable here, name of the variable in each line. So what I am doing, I want to change this value of the var from 20 to 25. So what I am doing here, just change the value in one line, and in all 10 lines, in every line value is automatically changed. So let's see. Okay, here it is. So 25 has been printed 10 times. This is how we use variables in C++. So, and this is how we initialize the variable, and we use any type of variable here. Let's remove these lines and take only one line here. So what I'm doing here, we take the example of different variable of different data types. So here is int, and another variable is character. So char. So we have defined the data type char, and the name of the variable is char value. Fine, char value, and we have initialized the value here, which is a. Fine. Also we use float and boolean also. Float. So for boolean, we have used bool we don't use boolean here, boolean not. Okay, so we have to use bool keyword, bool, for boolean values. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I have initialized four variable of different data type. The first variable is var of integer, and second is char value, name of the variable of data type char, and the value is a. Uh, Third variable is value, name value, and data type is float, and the initial value of this variable is 23.8, and the fourth is value bool, which is boolean type of data, and the value is true for now. Fine. So, and here what I am doing, I have print all the value of these variables. So here I have write integer value is, then write print the value of var here, this variable name var here. Fine. So if you want to use multiple values, if you want to print multiple values with cout in one line, so you have to use cout, then open angular brackets, operator, output operator, then write the first value which you want to uh, print, then and then write output operator here, and then write the value, second value which you want to print, and then and so on. Fine. So here I am, here what I am doing, in second line I am doing character value is, then the print the value of char value variable, and in third line I have print the float value, and in fourth line I have print the boolean value. Fine. So let's run the program. Okay, so our program has been run, and let's take a look. So in first line, I have print the integer value which is 25. Fine. In second value, I have print the value character value which is a here, this one, and in third line, I have print the float value, this one, and in fourth line, I have print the boolean value. So boolean value, when we print the boolean value, it print the integer value of that, of the value, integer part of the value. So true is considered as a 1 in, as an integer. If you want to convert this true into integer, it will become a 1. So I have already discussed about this in our video, in our previous video. If I want to do false here, so it will print the 0. Okay, so it will print so it is printing the 0 here. Fine. So this is all about variables and data type. So here you have to define the data type of each variable, and then the name of the variable, and then the value of the variable, which is optional. So what I'm doing here, I don't initialize the value of var here. Instead of initializing here, what I'm doing here, I have initialized the value in 8th line. Fine. So what I'm doing is write the name of the variable. So here when you, after declaring the variable, when you initialize the value in another line, so you don't need to specify the data type of that variable, because you have already initialized the variable with data type integer. So it already know that the variable var contain the integer type of data. So what I'm doing here, I have used 40 and save the program, and let's run the program. Okay, the program has been run successfully, and the value of integer is 40 here, and all the value are same as previous one. Fine. So okay, let's take the example of string data type. So in order to use string data type, you have to include another header file which is C strings. What I'm doing here, I have include the C string file, and here we will define another variable, string, string string here, and then this is the data type of the variable, and the name of the variable is name here. Fine. And what I'm doing here, we give the initial value of this variable which is code, case is. Fine. And here we will print the value of this. Okay, let's run the program. Okay, so our program has been run successfully, and here the string value is code is has been printed. And let's take a look here. So in char value, in character data type, we have used single inverted commas, and in string we have used double inverted commas. So I have already talked about this in our previous videos. So this is all for this video, guys. In next video we will talk about operators, different type of operators in C++. So thank you guys for watching. See you soon.